Hello, welcome to part 15 of Project 2025. If you're watching this, you made it to the end. This is the last one. It's on Trump's expansion of the federal death penalty. Sorry, these things just don't get much better. But here we are. Let's just get through it. What I'm going to focus on mostly is what Trump did during his administration from 2016 to 2020 and the different policies he was trying to employ, but the Department of Justice and his own lawyers told him not to. And I'm going to quote him. I don't do a good Trump. I do a mean Kermit the Frog, but that's about it. So Trump said, I want to hate these muggers and murderers. They should be forced to suffer. And when they kill, they should be executed for their crimes. During Trump's time as a candidate for president in 2016, and then during the Oval Office, he's frequently talked about talked up the death penalty. Trump has long wanted to expand the ranges of the offense so it could be implemented in different ways. And he thought that the way China and Singapore operated their death penalties by killing, dealing with their drug problem was definitely a template he was super interested in. The same time that Jeff Sessions, the then Attorney General, sent a memo to all the United States attorneys strongly encouraging them to seek the death penalty whenever possible. He claimed, echoing Trump, that doing so would aid in our continuing fight against drug trafficking and the destruction it causes on our nation. Keep in mind, the biggest drug dealer in this country is pharma, right? So the opioid epidemic and all that has killed more people than anything, ever. So who he's talking about is anyone who's not pharma that's killing not even a fraction, like a 1% of what pharma was killing. But we should go after those guys. Anyway, he also just, wanted to, he went on a killing spree. His last 6 months, he had 13 people put to death his last 6 months, which kind of tells you where he was at. There's so many good reasons this guy doesn't need to be president again. Along the way, Trump administration dramatically expanded the federal government's ability to carry out the death penalty, saying that allowing, to use hangings, to electrocute, gas, or shoot individuals if they did not want to die by lethal injection. It's like, here's a menu. We're terrible people. I mean, hanging, shooting, hanging. What is this? The Wild West? Come on now. Anyway, so Trump has continued to embrace capital punishment, obviously. And now in 2022, this is what he wants to do next. To put it simply, he thinks the nation's in a decline. Keep in mind, crime's lowest it's ever been. The economy's the best it's been in 50 years. So I think it's a decline in his little weird bubble world. The streets are flowing with the blood of innocent crime victims. Not so much. We need to end the crime wave immediately. And he wants to do that just by killing people. And, he goes in, talks about how bad, how terrible it sounds, but it's necessary, and he uses a lot of, these dealers are going after your children. Keep in mind, if he's talking about pharma, yeah, but he's not. I can guarantee you the people he's talking about are not the people that are out there killing our children. Last September, he took to his ridiculously small impact social media group and suggested that General Mark Milley, his chair of his Joint Chief of Staff, who called up China and just said, hey, January 6th it's not a big deal. Don't worry. Everything's fine. And that's just so that, the other superpowers on the planet don't freak out and do something stupid. Well, he wanted to have, his chairman of Joint Chief of Staff, put to death because that's what a rational person does. Anyway, so Project 2025 has a mandate for leadership, uh, to and as a you know, and they want him to indulge in his fantasies and fervor about the death penalty, and take a proactive stance. Keep in mind, he killed 13 people in 6 months. He was killing a person every 2 weeks his last 6 months in office. So the in Trump's Second Amendment administration, here's a thought experiment. The connection between Project 2025 and the DOJ, the pro-life movement, the death penalty is one of the more frightening aspects of a future Trump administration. Pro-life organizations call abortion murder. So that's a murderer, right? In Trump's weird brain world, that's a murderer. That's someone that you could put the death penalty on. His expansion of a police state, combined with an extraordinary expansion of federal powers. In the previous episode, I talked about he wants to deploy the military. If the military shoots a few women protesting against these terrible, terrible policies, well, there you go. That's Trump administration. So yeah, he's really, this is one more hammer. I talked about hammers last episode. This is another hammer that he's all about using. I have a quote. An evil deed is not redeemed by an evil deed or of retaliation. Justice is never advanced in the taking of a human life. Morality is never upheld by legalized murder. That's Coretta Scott King. So, yeah. So anyway, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. I'm going to continue to follow the ebb and flow of the next, I guess it'll be about 90 days when this video comes out, of the campaign. So you're going to get daily updates on anything I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, any cool events I attend. I'm doing a lot of I'm on a lot of phone calls right now with both political action committees that are out there doing good work, and the Harris campaign. So I'll be reporting on those as well. And I have one, and so you'll be hearing about those if you haven't already, because I'll be posting those throughout. And this video is scheduled to go out on the 3rd. So you'll already have seen some of those videos, but I plan to do that straight through. You'll get a video every day, and so that we can stay informed and figure this mess out. I've got a couple of really good videos coming out on a kind of another run at why you shouldn't vote independent. So that's coming out too. If you'd like to support the work I'm doing, I have a PayPal. It's CLSB at CLSB Politics. It's right there on the screen. Feel free to contribute. We do appreciate it quite a bit. Helps us keep the lights on and the internet going and all that jazz. So yeah. All right. Feel free to ask questions. If there's something you'd like me to do a video on, I'm more than happy to do that. And although I've already gotten so many good ideas from you guys, a lot of the videos that you've seen were videos about this. In fact, this series was a question I got about Project 2025, and I'm like, well, then I'll just do a video on it. And that's when I realized Project 2025 was 931 pages and the minimum number of about 15 issues. In fact, there's one video or two videos I might dive back into and expand upon. So yeah, keep them coming. And I really do appreciate everyone saying thank you and encouraging me to keep pushing forward. All right, you have a good day. Bye.